Good morning, Pulsakins. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. It's the end of the week. I hope you absolutely crushed it. I hope you 10x'd your value that you gave to the world so that way you could 10x your portfolio in the bear and 10x your life in the bull when we take profits. So what's going on, guys? How are we doing? How are we feeling today about crypto? You know, it's kind of just hovering around these areas right now. We saw a little bit of a red candles, nothing crazy. We haven't retraced the last pump, which is effing bullish, guys. If you don't realize that, that's freaking majorly bullish. I mean, we traced a little bit, right? Just a little bit. This is good, man. I'm still DCAing. I am still collecting my coins down in these bottom areas, man. This is just a stellar time to be DCAing, getting ready for the bull, man. And this is the time where you should be shilling at the top of your lungs, screaming with a megaphone. Get them into our ecosystem. If you had a brother, sister, uncle, maybe your parents, like, this is the time to get them in. It's not when we're at 10x higher. You can point to the chart. You can see, look, guys, there's green candles here. It has life. You know, people care about this. There's a community, and it's the easiest time to onboard is right now, man. I mean, get them in, and they will thank you next year. So that is a key. So, guys, this is the Open Mic Friday show, starting a little early because I have a 1 o'clock hard stop, 1 o'clock EST. It's almost 12 now. But I want to make sure you give us enough time to chat with you guys, man, to end the week out with how everyone's feeling and talk a little crypto, talk a little bit of real estate if you want, talk a little health if you want. Crush the gym today. Again, feeling great. Just ordered a new peptide, which is a very interesting muscle building peptide. So that's going to be a fun one that I'll be experimenting around with. And yeah, it'll be good. I'm super excited about the whole health thing that I'm on, the health journey I'm on right now. It's been a lot of fun, guys. And man, I haven't felt better in my entire life. And I'm 48, guys. You know, I'm 48. And so yeah, I'm in better shape than when I was 17. Now, when I was 17, I was a freaking alcoholic. It's hard to compare, right? But yeah, before we do open mic and before we go to the chat, let's go to the chart that you guys always come here to see, to make sure we're not scammed, to make sure that we are in the right place at the right time. And that's the secret chart that we always show. So let's go check it out real quick. I looked at it earlier, and it looks pretty much the same as it always looks. This is the back end, of the last retrace. I don't know. It's not following as sharp against ETH anymore, and we'll see if it rounds out. It's very interesting. It is very possible, guys, we could come back down into these levels here, in my opinion, to retest against ETH before taking off. Right? Because they just shot straight up here. We'll go to the candles and kind of like make it more before we can kind of see it. Yeah, there's definitely it can definitely come back and retest the top of this structure, right? Before taking off, and that's perfectly fine. But this looks great to me. I couldn't be more bullish. This is awesome. And I'm blessed to be on this journey with you guys. That's for sure. So let me get back over here. There we go. So let's bring in the link for you guys to come on stream. We could talk anything you want. Once again, crypto, real estate, health, right? Anything you guys want, we can do it. We are all ears all the time. And there she goes, guys. Come on in. Come one, come all. Only got 35 of you guys watching right now. It's probably because I started early. That's because I got to end early. But guys, come on. Get in here and let's chat it up. This is Open Mic Friday. The main topic that I did want to discuss is, do we think November 5th is moon time? in my opinion, I think it very well possibly could be Moontime, because that is the news that, in my opinion, is probably the most parabolic, like send us to the stratosphere. Like the economy's got, a good backbone again. Stocks can move another move higher. Like, or we can get bad news too, of course, right? Like that's it can go both ways. So, but I really feel like that is a date where we might see the ETH BTC ratio, boom, and all this other stuff that goes on. Oh, here we go. We got Mr. Money Gain Crypto.
What's up, man? How's it going, guys?
Oh, I'm blessed, dude. I am fucking blessed. Out here in Puerto Rico, man, living the dream and hanging out with you guys, dude. I think I'm in a Twitter space with you tonight, too. I'm getting on. My buddy put together a big old space. He lives out here in Puerto Rico, and he's like, dude, you want to come on? I'm like, yeah, fuck it, dude, whatever. What time is it? He's like, 5. I'm like, all right, dude, I'll be there. I will be there.
Fat Sammy, right? And Pulse
yeah, well, Fat Sammy's in there. The DeFi Nation's my buddy who put it together. So,
right. Yeah, we were chatting because they're launching a. Correct me if I'm wrong here. They got a project that's coming out soon. Mm-hmm. So he was kind of. Yeah, the X something. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, okay, cool. I don't know. I mean, how's it going with those guys, right? Because I remember that you invested pretty heavy with Pulse Bitcoin. Do you want to show it?
I went heavy, and I'll tell you my numbers, dude. I mean, I went in 70,000, and I got back 30. Like that was my number. So I lost 40, right? Like that was the net loss on that for me. And mainly that was because there was 2 whales in the ecosystem that freaking used the entire community as exit liquidity. I mean, they fucking butchered it, and that's, as you guys know, is Gunther and Pepe. Pepe was his name. Those 2 guys, man, they butchered the ecosystem. But no, I mean, those guys are trying to bring it back to life. Fat Sammy and DeFi Nation, man, they have way bigger bags than I do. Like they have nice bags, so they're reviving it. And really, man, if they are successful in their efforts, that would be kind of like a full community takeover coin again, because like not only those whales are gone, they're gone. They sold all their bags, which is good. You want that.
Okay.
But the founder, his name was Hex Info. They got him to burn all his coins. He burned the entire supply, like his OA address or OA coins, whatever you want to call them. He burned the entire supply. So like, it really is kind of like a community run, effort now. Now, the thing is, like, for me, it's hard for me to get excited because my bags are so puny now. I got crushed so hard. Like my bags are so puny. I'm like, I mean, for me to get excited again, I'd have to go in DCA. Like, and I'm just not, I don't know if I'm that interested in picking up some good sized bags of the asset. I don't know, man. I mean, I go back and forth with it.
Why didn't they start something new and then migrate over to it? Because that was an airdrop, the holders. Because that would seem like a better. This has been my like. They always try and pitch me Pulse Bitcoin, and the first thing I say is Gunther. It's like in intertwined.
It's what everyone thinks.
And so I'm like, well, you got that bad reputation. Why don't you just migrate to something new and then airdrop the individuals over there? So, yeah,
it's interesting, man.
Maybe I'll say that on the Twitter space because I'm going in there at 5:00 Eastern time. You guys go and check that out.
Go in there and ask them. I mean, I support the guys, even though I'm like not too financially invested anymore because I mean, I just don't have enough coins to really be. I still have some coins, but I want to see other communities thrive, right? Like I'm not one of these guys who are like, obviously, I'm not like, oh, just fucking Hex and Pulse on it. No, I want to see other communities thrive, especially in Pulse Chain, the ecosystem, right? Like we need that like what you talk about, Reed's Law and all that stuff. It's good. I don't like the toxicity sometimes of other communities. I mean, that's another story. But these guys aren't toxic, right? These guys are good dudes, and they play nice with other people. Like they're having Tetra on that chat. Stu Man should be there. I'm a big fan of Tetra. Like I love.
What's going on with Tetra, man? This is another thing as well. I know Red Squirrel's in the chat. He was giving me some stick the other day because I'm back in.
He'll give everyone some stick on Tetra, bro.
But then I'll say the same thing. I'll be like, bro, like you know, a close friend of mine bought the top, and versus Pulse, it's been. I don't know what's going on with that. It was going to be the DeFi platform that's kind of drag and drop, and it will automate your liquidity positions.
So they're
yeah.
building it. They have it pretty much built out. So I talk to Stu Man probably about, I don't know, once a month, once every other month or so, just over on Telegram, and it's pretty much built out. But what they're going to launch right now is the Oracle. I think it's called Sigma or Red Scroll. You can correct.
Why all these other projects when the main project's not out? Like I never really understood that.
The Oracle is, so they were going to, they needed they don't need it, but they were going to rely on the Liquid Loans Fetch Oracle for their price calls for the automatic the DeFi platform, right? Well, as we know, Liquid Loans didn't do anything. $55 million or whatever they raised wasn't enough to make us an Oracle. I don't know what the fuck, but Sigma, thank you, Red Squirrel. But they're not going to give us Fetch. And so Stu's like, well, shit. Okay, well, then we'll just create our own Oracle. And then once we launch the Oracle, then we'll launch the Tetra platform with the automation DeFi. So that's why it's coming out in that regard. Once again, it's, all risk versus reward, whether they launch or not in the I never know, man. But I own a pretty good sized bag. I'm a shark in Tetra, dude. And I support it. I feel like, because here's why, Money Game. If they pull it off, right, and it's always it's always a gamble, right? But if they pull this shit off, like, that is so innovative technology, and that's like never heard of, like in crypto, like this whole automation thing. It's kind of like what do you call it? Zapier in Web 2 space for business. Zapier connecting websites. That automation, man, it solves a problem in the crypto space, and I think it would fly. Like, I think it could be like one of those, first to market, product market fit, and it would do amazing. And that's my opinion. But like,
they got to be better at pitching it, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, they get out there. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
they don't have any marketing.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like, it's okay. It's a great DeFi platform, but like, unless you can get it to the normies,
right,
or really get some relevance,
120%. And they probably should get themselves a couple marketing guys on their team to help promote this shit. Like, and I mean, they need a bunch of influencers talking about it, and I'll be talking about it, and I'll be doing it, and who knows, maybe I can even get a link for their new Oracle that we can, and that can help everyone get kind of like know what's going on with that and when it's going to launch. But yeah, man, I agree with you. So Red Squirrel says we launch when Stefan buys a whale bag. Oh.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
A whale-sized bag. That's even in Tetra, that's going to be a few dollars.
Yeah. Well, looking at the chart now, yeah. I mean, yeah, my friend bought the tippy top.
Oh, did he? See, yeah. I got lucky, man. I got my
Red Squirrel's recommendation, by the way. I like Red Squirrel. I really like him, by the way. I'm not hating on Squirrel here.
I got lucky, man. I bought like the bottom. Like I bought it when it was over on Ethereum. Like, and so I was able to get in there, at the bottom. It's not even on the price chart now. Like, I got in cheap, man, and my coins transferred over, and I just been holding, dude. And I was like, fuck it, why? I'm just gonna hold it, whatever. I mean, I didn't spend a whole lot of money on getting that shark position back then. I think it was like $5,000, dude. Like, literally, I think it was $5,000 back then. I know it's more now, but yeah. So I'm just holding it. We'll see what happens, man. Stu will be on the chat tonight, so we can kind of like ask some of these questions and see what's going on.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Squirrel's he's throwing a bit of shade. Not a dick theme DEX. It will sell itself to the people that need it. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I feel. Do you remember that though? The dick theme DEX is one of the best DEXs, if not the second best DEX. Probably better than PulseX, but I don't know. That's just my general opinion. On chain.
I'm enjoying it. I mean,
PulseX is cool. I like it. I still fuck with it.
Yeah, I mean, the BBC token is my second biggest meme bag, right? Like, and I'm in those freaking single-sided pools, and dude, like, it's just free fucking money.
Yeah, I know.
With like no risk. Like, no, I don't have to worry about permanent loss. I'm going. It's just like you put the shit in there and you just let it go, man. And they're like, if you don't want to keep the coins, no big deal. Just fucking sell them for whatever coin you want. Like whatever coin you want, just sell into it. Like,
the funny thing is we've been spoiled as well because like a lot of people had the Solid X and then the Bromance pool, and the APR has been so good, and now we've got some.
They dropped like
now the pools are like. People are asking like, what's going to be the best coin? And everyone's like, what are these coins? And I'm like, well, they're the free coins that are available, I guess. If Tetra want to put up some free coins, feel free. You know, we'll do a BBC pool. Why not?
Let's go, man. I would go in that pool. I would definitely go in that pool. And I wouldn't sell those coins. That's me personally. I wouldn't sell the coins. So
exactly. I honestly, I hope they do well. Like I like those guys. I like Stu as well.
They have a great vision, man. The vision is rock solid. They need to pull it off.
Yes. So. Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah. I was interested actually because I was watching some of your stream because I know like half the guys in here hate him, and it's a real interesting dynamic because I'm obviously on Team Steph, but you know, your interview with Alti, yeah,
AltiRiches.com, bro.
Well,
feel free to use it. Money
this
game.
This is giving me Titan X vibes 2.0. And to be honest,
okay. let me just
go on.
That's why
that's
why I'm freaking I'm loving it and why I'm all about it because I cannot stand Jake Sharp, dude. I got my camera.
Yeah.
Like if we can steal all the liquidity from the Titan X stupid ecosystem and bring it over to Alti, dude, I would 120% support that.
They are already talking about it. They're already. It's crazy to me because it's like I don't know if people think, oh, someone put, oh, you're getting a payout. I'm not getting a payout. I know the guys that are behind it. I'm a good friend of Silver. People love him or hate him.
Yeah,
I've been with Steph in person. I know the size of his bags, or somewhat his bags. I know when he got into Bitcoin. I know when he got into Hex. And I'm like, these guys can move markets. It's not, and the people they know can move markets.
Just the two of them.
Just
the two of them. And that's what you got to follow the whale money, right? Like even with Titan X, dude, like I'm not a fan of Jay Sharp. I can't stand the guy. To me, he is truly a scammer. He scammed the real estate industry. He scammed the crypto industry. And he even stole money out of the buy and burn contract, but no one talks about that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. But I saw all the money going over to Titan X. And so I went and participated because like, well, shit, this thing's going to pump like effing crazy because everybody is going over there. And I did. I made about a 5X on my money. In fact, I just sold 2 days ago again to this local top because I want the money for Alti. I was like, well, I'll sell it in Ethereum and then I'll start stacking my ETH up. But I saw it, dude. Like I saw the money and I was like, okay, I'm going to go in. So even if you don't like Steph, like you don't have to like somebody to make money. I'm here to make money. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to be wrong or right. I'm not here. I like making friends. I love you guys and I want to make friends, of course. But like when it comes to making money, I'm going to go fucking make money. Like that's it. When I saw that, I went and participated in Titan X, even though I can't stand the founder, and I made money. Right. I made money because I saw the flow of money. I'm seeing the exact same things starting to heat up with Alti, with all the influencers talking about it, people on Twitter talking about it. The same people who got into Zen and Titan X are starting to rumble about it because those guys love this fucking like, you know, crazy tokenomics and fundamentals, or some people would call maybe even Ponzi-nomics, right? They love this in the Hexagon community. They love it. And so like, you just got to follow the fucking money, man. That's like,
that's right. And the thing is, again, you don't need to necessarily like the founders or whatever.
You don't.
I didn't like Jake. I didn't like Jake, and I made money from.
I made money from it too.
You know, so
like it is what it is.
I don't know. Whatever. People can do what they want. I've made money from B Roots, and some people don't like it.
I have too.
I've
had B Roots in the show a few times, and I like B Roots because he's very transparent on his strategy. Like he's not telling you he's not a pump and dump dude. He is a pump and dump dude, but he's telling you like, hey, here's what I do. I sell on a 2X, I sell on a 3X, I sell on 5X, and then I go and I rinse and repeat and do it again. And he's not. He's disclosing what he's doing. It's like, and to me, that's good business, even though people don't like it. It's like,
I know, and it's fun. It's funny, like, yeah, Squirrel doesn't like him at all. I can see in the chat as well.
no,
I remember, I remember some people saying
he did say no shade on 9 Inch though, so
that's all right. That's all good.
He's all right. He's all right with the 9 Inch,
but Squirrel, I met his girlfriend, man. So you know that whole gay rumor was not at all true, which was funny because all the UK Hexicans were saying it.
If he's gay or not, bro. Like, you
no, I met his girlfriend. She's a lovely girlfriend, man. Very nice person.
Give a fuck, man, about what color you are, what sexual orientation you're attracted to. I don't care, man. Let's go fucking make money. Like,
exactly, man. Exactly.
Man. I think it's gonna do well. And look, guys, I'm 95% in the freaking Pulse Chain ecosystem, in the cores, like Pulse, PulseX, Hex, Inc. Right? That's 95% of my freaking net worth in crypto. Actually, almost in my net worth in my real life too. I fucking sold my houses. So like 95%, man, is there, dude. Like the other 5 to 10%, yeah, I'm gonna go play, dude. Like I get bored, like I'm gonna go fucking play. I'm gonna make money and bring value back to Pulse Chain. So it's just been my strategy the whole time. It's kind of the same strategy Zombie kind of beats the drum to, right? And I love that strategy. So yeah, that's my thoughts, man. I mean, I'm fucking diehard Richard Heart, but I'm still gonna participate in other shit.
He'll come back. I mean, Richard's, he's gonna have his heyday. It's gonna be good. But for now, some people will feel more comfortable having other plays. Some people won't. Really, like you said, like you mentioned, just don't let your ego get in the way of potentially making some money. Potentially.
Right, and that's how I made money in Titan X, is because I didn't let my ego get in the way, because I knew what I knew about him. But I'm like, oh shit! I also saw saw it adding up. I was like, oh my god, there's me money there. Holy crap! Look at this. Everyone's FOMOing in. Everyone's minting. I'm like, yeah, I better go in there and participate and get some of that money.
That's it. That's it. Take it, and you won't feel worried about dumping on people's heads, because
that's a good thing. Like I'll dump a Titan X bag like. I'm like, hell, I got no problems with that, man. That feels good, actually. Norbert, what's up, bro, man? How you feeling today, dude? Happy Friday. Man.
Hello, guys. Yeah, it's Friday. It's good. I managed to take a day off from work. I said to my boss, I said, listen, man, I'm exhausted. Give me a day off, and that's it. So I managed to convince my wife as well to take a day off from work. So then we went to nice Indian. Came back home, traded a bit, made some money, and yeah.
Oh, good.
I mean, doing my exam, not real money, because it's still the exam money. But once I hit the target which the company requires, then everything becomes real. And then, but yeah, regarding your conversation, what you've done until now, these Titan X things, and for me, it's just way over complicated. It's for like extreme nerds, like people who don't have life. People who don't have life. It's for those kind of guys. Because even that was that guy with the baseball cap.
Yeah, community eats that shit up.
Yeah, the DeFi community, they love utility.
They eat it up, dude. Like they're obsessed with it. Oh my god!
Up to
it goes into
it's fine, but up to a certain points, because that guy Cryptographics and the other one Crypto Kindness, and then even Rex to Riches. I was like, man, you're doing videos about freaking Titan X, man.
I know,
what happened to your Texas Havana token, and shit like that?
But, do you know what it is, Norb? Do you know what it is? This is my theory, is that a lot of those guys came in 21 and they've probably made more money from those protocols than they did from Hex.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no question about that. I'm sure they did extremely well. And don't take me wrong, I'm not salty or sour or whatever. You do whatever you want to do. If that's what your thingy, then that's it. But when I see these videos that, like Dragon X, and then we're going to have something else, which going to be, and we will be at the top of that. And I'm like, man, I lost you already at the first sentence. Like, maybe I'm too simple, but, I like protocols, which, for example,
you have to understand it. you don't got to understand. All you got to do is follow like what the crowd, or if you see the crowd flooding over there, you can go and put your money in front of the crowd before it gets there, and then make some money. That's like what I see in Alti right now. Literally, that's what I'm seeing in Alti right now. Is that I'm seeing this like start the build up. I'm seeing it. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, and like, and I don't mind Steph. I know the whole Staker app thing. I never used Staker app. I never was part of that. So like, you know, I get it. Like he's, and you know, some people are pissed at him for it, but like, I like him obviously a lot better than Jake Sharp. And I'm seeing the exact same writing on the wall, man. And I'm just like, dude, I do not need to understand it to make money in it. And I don't have to like the founder either to make money in it. So
it's just, yeah. Go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry,
Go, you go.
I was just gonna say, like, some of the biggest, you know, the top 4 Hex influencers, they participated in Titan X and they made a lot of money from Titan X. And so it just makes me laugh. They just couldn't speak about it. But I was in a private group with a bunch of them where someone was trying to tell them, you know, this is what it is and explain it basically. And I don't know. I saw a hexologist today. I was pretty disappointed in like his approach. I mean, I've always been pretty disappointed with hexologists just because he's, I don't know. The guy dumped on everyone in 21.
He did an unpleasant prostate exam for you, or what was that? Why you don't like him?
No, he just
somebody keep telling that.
Yo, if you don't speak about anything, but he dumped on everyone in 21. You know, bought a new Honda, you know, his dream car and shit like that. And then he just gets salty with anything that's not hex related, that's not his exit liquidity. So it kind of pisses me off. Coffee's much more open person. He was more open to streaming, and I don't know. He's just a more of a chill guy, but just hates on everyone. He was saying like, oh, you know, Steph dumped a lot of money, he sold a lot of hex, and I'm like, well, if you've done thousands of X's, isn't the goal to fucking sell? I don't understand this mentality, right? Like, if it's all programmed in the code, as it was said in 21, remember the narratives, right? Like, it's programmed to go up to here and whatever. It's all programmed in. What, you're not going to fucking sell?
I never understood people. I never understood people who got enough, like going back to the personality, who's got enough time to point fingers to other people's life, you know, like, oh, you saw the thing. What am I meant to do with it? You know, am I gonna bake a cake with it, or what you want me to do? It's my choice. I started here and I finish here. You know, like, you don't know anything about me, and who the hell are you to judge me? That what am I doing with my own financial things? But that's one thing.
And then he was asking for 100K for a lawyer, and I'm like, bruv, like,
who was asking for 100K?
We looked up to you guys in the you know, you were the poster boys for Hex and how much you'd gone up by, and then you were asking for like 100K for a lawyer against the
Who
SEC.
was asking for 100K for Hexo?
Yeah, I remember. He actually sold right around that time too. I remember. I didn't know he went and bought a Honda. I thought he sold for the lawyers.
Yeah, there's a post. You can go back if you ever want. By the way, if you ever want to see some top signals, just go on the search feature on X, type in Hex, over 100 likes between the beginning of September to the end of September 2021, and you'll see some interesting posts, man. You could probably bring it up on stream if you want. There's real interesting learning lessons on top signal.
I'm gonna go through it first. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of his content, man. I do watch a lot of Coffee's content. Coffee's out here in Puerto Rico with me. I see him once in a while, and Coffee, you know, he'll actually bring other projects and protocols onto his stream. Like, he's brought in one of the ones I like is the IMPLS or Impulse protocol, which is a DeFi compounder. And it will compound your liquidity position, so it's always constantly growing. Plus, they have their own token. He brought them on his show. I brought them on my show too. And man, he's good in that regard. So Yeah.
We need more people like builders, people like Stefan. How much time and effort you put in all these research? What you're doing, Corey? Every day he shows up and he's continues doing the show. Even Dane stepped back a little bit, and he said, "Okay, I
but
don't want to
Dane
do this for now."
Dane's adding, I'm telling you, the background because we're on board.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He stepped back. He's not on the front end, but he's on the back end. Right now.
Yeah, this is where we both took a step back and like, hey, what lights you up the most in the business? And for me, the stream, the show was one of those things where where Dane's like, oh, I gotta go do the show. It was not like it lit him up. So, and there was things in the business that don't light me up. Like there's things that just don't fit my personality, and it does him. He's definitely more of a technical integrator type personality with a touch of. He's definitely a visionary too. But like me, I'm like full visionary, and I'm the dancing monkey of the business. Like when we're producing content for marketing, stuff like that, I'm the dancing monkey. But
if you look at the whole thing,
yeah.
Sorry, if you look at the whole thing as an ecosystem, or let's say like a system, the content creation and the education part is one bit, which you're doing brilliantly. But if we want to be successful, and this would be my kind of message to the Tetra and all these founders and creators. Oh, hey Frank.
Hey guys.
That we need independency and collaboration, because look at Tetra. They were dependent on liquid loans. You don't want, as an individual, as a business, you don't want to be dependent on anyone. As soon as you're dependent on anyone, look at countries. Germany is depending on Russia's gas, but Germany is trying to tell Hungary that, oh, you shouldn't be friendly with Russia. Mate, you buying like billions of cubic meters of gas from Russia, man.
Yep.
You are founding the whole system, and you telling me that I'm not doing something right? Come on, man. Like, first look around on your own yard first. But
they laughed at Trump when he told them that they shouldn't be so reliant on Russia.
Right.
And so you don't want to be dependent, and you want to collaborate. Otherwise you're not going to be successful as a person, as a small entity. You're not going to be successful. Like, yeah, I'm trying, but it's not going well. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh shit! And then the panic mode comes. So you either, in my opinion, Liquid Load is greedy because you got 55 million and you do nothing with it. And then you have Tetra, who is a bit like needy, like trying to make it, but we can't do it because I don't know why, but it's not happening. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic once it's ready, because it's going to solve so many problems for so many people, even me. So going back to the point, I don't have time to watch guys and then follow. Oh, that's what you talk about, like 2 hours about Titanex, or like 1.5 hours about this and that, man. Just give me a simple platform like 9inch. I go on it. I can connect the dots that, okay, it looks similar to PancakeSwap. I need to go to this section if I want to build a single-sided staking. These are the farms. By the way, Stefan, 2 things I would like to mention. One would be a suggestion. If we could do something like, when you have the farms, you could do like a claim on all of your farms, because I'm quite deep into the farm section. You click one button and it would collect everything whatever you earned on that one. That would be ideal. And another thing would be Let
me just write this in. Hold on. Let me just write this in the group. So I'll do this.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, go on.
And then another thing would be I haven't seen the percentage on this the pools, the single-sided staking pools.
They did away with those.
Because if I would have seen that, man, when you were telling me like what was the APR on that thing, and I was like, and I haven't done it until now, and I'm like, are you freaking serious? Because I was like, I'm addicted to BBC so much, man, because I look at it like PancakeSwap. For me, it's like I can see it clearly that other things gonna go on top of that, and then it's gonna be like the rough diamond when it's like everyone will like, okay, so I want more of that to gain extra bits. I need that strongly. Then that's gonna show its value at some point. But yeah, if we could see,
I think that was.
But I guess maybe you did it on purpose. So then only the brave ones, only the ones who truly believe, they're like they're gonna get the goodies.
Possibly what you just said. Yeah, there was a reason behind that. I think there was a lot of FUD, obviously, for that particular token, and
I should have
then
picked it up.
I know, and then it was kind of it was done deliberately.
Just calculate the APYs, man. It's not hard.
You'd have to kind of work it out. But there are, in terms of the new BBC pools, I'll give some alpha here, but you can earn quite a bit. The two that I've earning the most, because I put a bunch in all 5, is Electric and what's
Soda.
Yes, Soda. Yeah,
those are the two highest that I've seen.
Yes. The lowest
I
is
also
Camel.
like the Camel though, just because of freaking Fast Abdul. So I have a little bit in there too. To get some
Oh my gosh, here we go again. So oh my gosh, 9inch stole money. If you sacrifice and you decide to invest, it's not stealing money, you faggot. It's you deciding to buy something.
You made your own choice.
You made your own choice, and the amount of money that was given out, you didn't even participate. So who gives a fuck? Sorry, but it just pisses me off, man. When I just keep seeing these stuff.
One could say the same about the
with PulseX.
I mean, dude, I put $110,000 in the PulseX. I mean, dude, it's fucking gone. Like I've DCA'd the bottom though so low that it's no longer an issue for me because I've came in so heavy at the lows. But man, I didn't walk away and say, "Oh, that's a scam." They took all my fucking money. I kept my belief and I kept going harder. It's the same, dude. 9inch is gonna be fine. The marketing's great. It's the passive income. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fine.
Well, we got the new. I've been talking about this for weeks, but we got the new front end coming out soon. So it's going to be pretty cool. That's literally in final testing with just a couple of things that we have to sort out. But
I love it.
Yeah, this may be a dumb question. Thinking about liquid loans when Norbert brought it up, could they do the same thing that we expect or we're thinking Richard Heart might do, like take some of the sacrifice funds and pump them into liquid loans?
Nah, actually ain't happening.
No, okay.
They could have done that ages ago. They could have done that ages ago.
Nah, man, that shit is not happening. That money is, dude. I put 20 grand in that shit, bro. That money's fucking gone. It's gone. I put 20 racks in there.
Do you know why they did so well as well? Because they were the first ever sacrifice. They were the first ever sacrifice.
And the idea was good. You see, the marketing was good because it's something which you can understand. It's something which you can understand, and it's
looked at the liquidity token and see how it performed over the course of the cycle, and you would have had your first clue on how well this token is going to perform because it's a fucking fork. And you could have just looked at that token and made a better decision, which that was a learning lesson for me. That was one of my takeaways from that. Was like, next time I'm doing due diligence on a freaking project and it's a fork, like I need to go look what they're forking and how that performed. Like that, why didn't I do that? That was an idiotic move on my part. And so I suffered, a loss for it. So that was what my takeaway was for liquid loans. Not that it's not a good project. It's a good project. It does what it's supposed to do. But I could have done a little more due diligence. But I want to go to my man DeFi Nation here. I don't want you to go too long today. What's up, bro? Are you there?
Yeah, I wasn't actually sure if I was on. I was just listening to you guys.
Oh, you on, man? You're on. You're streaming, bro. Like, go ahead and chill your space tonight because I know it's you and Fat Sammy and me and Money Gang are gonna be on there. But go ahead and chill away, bro.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, can you guys hear me? Okay, I think there's some music in the background. I don't know if it's too loud. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do a Twitter Spaces at 5 Eastern EST time tonight. The theme is like the most undervalued DeFi protocols on Pulse Chain and how to onboard to them or onboard people from other chains using like these kind of protocols that are unique to Pulse Chain. So yeah, we got a bunch of speakers. Frank's going to be on with you guys, Corey and Money Gang, and then a bunch of protocols.
Yeah, that's really cool, DeFi Nation, and I think Jexa might be on as well with Vooch, Vouch.
Vouch. Awesome
the-
protocol.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too. So yeah,
Awesome
Wow, I'm
protocol.
really excited about this. I think what you put together is really, awesome. Thanks for doing
Well,
it.
in fact, when Vouch goes live, I'll be unwinding my validators and going into Vouch just so I can be that much more liquid for if I want to sell, because that's the biggest problem that for me they're solving, and it makes the new guy be able, if he wants to stake his pulse for validator rewards, it makes a new guy where it's like plug and play, dude, like a button. It's so easy.
Have you played around with it on the test net?
Nah, but I mean, I know how it works. I
Okay.
mean, it's
Just
I'm
curious.
good.
And
But no, I have not.
Also, DeFi Nation, what is Impulse Finance a fork of? I can never remember.
It's a fork of Cycle Finance from Avalanche Chain.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, let me just run through the other protocols we're going to have on.
It's got the long list. It's like,
You still there, DeFi Nation? I don't know if you were talking, but you got cut out.
not to steal his thunder, but let me see if I can find.
Go ahead. I think he cut out. It's that freaking Puerto Rico man signal, dude. Me and him suffer the wrath of the Puerto Rico internet and cell signal and power every single day. You never know, man.
Starlink.
Dude, I'm on Starlink right now, but even then, like if you get like a really thick overcast or some rain, your Starlink can even start dropping. So, but
Well,
yeah, that's
so-
what I'm on right now.
So he's coming on. They're doing a Twitter Space at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Most undervalued protocols on Pulse Chain. Twitter Spaces featuring founders, devs, and leaders from over a dozen DeFi protocols, as well as Pulse Chain YouTubers, influencers, and other speakers. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know who else is coming on other than those two. So sorry, I thought I might be able to.
No, that was good, man. That was good.
And these are, and you see, these are extremely useful because within these conversations, is kind of like a free marketing. People who see it, they can join in, listen in, what's going on. Also, the people can give feedbacks to the founders. I like this, I don't like that. Maybe you could change this. And then also collaborations. Working together to build and grow. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen, man. Or at least it's gonna be like extremely long process, and God knows when, an oracle is going to happen, or God knows when, whatever is going to be successful. Because right now, on two of your hands, you can count how many projects are successful on Pulse Chain and how many tokens we have on Pulse Chain. Working products I'm talking about, like 9inch or Fox, or 2Fox, like it's maybe a dozens, 2 dozens, not that many, which are like active and working flawlessly, and how many tokens we have. The list is like endless.
Yeah, those are the ones that are really good at working together and collaborating. And, like, for example, 9inch and Fox, man, is doing a great job of cross collaborating and, getting some stuff done. I've been very happy with their work efforts in that regard. So
I like Buck. I like Dylan. They're also.
I do too. I do too, man. I like
Buck
both.
is a mature, well-experienced guy, and Dylan is a cool, like a social type of person, engaging, and
Zoomer,
make
bro.
a good team.
It's my Zoomer, man, and he got me to buy the Hex Bottom because he made the fucking Hex rap song. Between his Hex rap song and 0x Steph calling the Hex Bottom, I went and put like freaking 20 racks. Dude. I was like, boom. I was like, dude.
Yeah.
So
Whenever you hear them saying their stuff, you're like, especially if who do I see it on? A few guys will say the bottom's in or whatever, and I'm like, I kind of believe you. Or the top's in. I'm like, okay, you're gonna sell, you're gonna buy. It's one of the two.
Which one you got to sway to? Yeah. I agree.
Thinking about buying bottoms, it looks like DeFi Nation's back on.
DeFi Nation.
Yeah, can you guys hear me now? I tried to move somewhere else, or I'm not sure.
Bro, you have to leave the island if you want a good reception.
Dude, it's horrible. I mean, when we did the stream with IMPLS, like we kept cutting out, and everything was like malfunction.
It was a shit show. It was fun.
Yeah.
But go ahead, man.
Yeah. Sorry.
Did you get the list, DeFi Nation? He's out again. Fuck.
There's nothing better than buying a bottom. And when actually Money Gang, when you started sharing about BBC, I knew at that point, I'm like, not like the bottom was in, but I was like, the bottom's in. Like intuitively in the back of my head, I'm like, the bottom's in. So that's cool. There's all kinds of signs of finding bottoms. And as you go through the bear market, the one thing I've gotten good at or better at is buying bottoms. And because I bought a lot of falling knives on the way down, thinking the bottom was in. And then you also have to see the signs with the V, the higher lows, or what do you call it? Higher lows, higher
lows, tender unbroken. Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually bought something last year. This is outside of our crypto atmosphere, but I bought something called
you buy something outside of the system?
Oh, yeah.
How dare are you today? How dare are you today?
Yeah, right.
Frank's a DJ. I don't know if you guys know, but he'll DJ on all kinds of chains. He don't care.
I bought Cypherpunks, CYRFR last year in my IRA at 7 cents, and now it's over. It hit $1.31 this morning.
There you go.
It's like as you like, there when you learn the skill of crypto, it's transferable to other assets in legacy, and that's exciting. I just bought something else this morning too, that's similar called what the hell is it called? Hold on, I'll look up here.
And you also bought this. You also bought this leather jacket from an endangered animal.
From his hex.
When you find a good leather jacket, like I'm in my 50s. It took me 50 years to find a really cool leather jacket that I liked.
Yeah, it suits you, man.
Two of them. So, but yeah, the other one that I bought was, and it hasn't really taken off yet, Neptune Digital Assets, which because they have crypto on the books. And that was the thing about Soul Strategies, this Cypherpunks thing. It has crypto on the books, and man, it's gonna probably, in my opinion, follow whatever the crypto they own, follow the chart of what their crypto is.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the only alpha I can provide for today, guys.
That's good enough.
That's good.
I love it, man. I love it. If you participate in Alti, Frank, altriches.com.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks.
Everyone's shilling their referral links already, huh?
33%. Like, I'm going to participate. Like, you guys want to come? You don't have to go participate, but if you
is it a sacrifice or?
It's not like a sacrifice. No. You put your Ethereum in, and then you get your Alti back 24 hours later. So, and the Ethereum's used for liquidity pools, buy and burn. Just kind of making a market for the token overall, and that pool just does nothing but grow. So yeah, we'll see.
And
man.
it hasn't launched yet, right?
No, it's like I think it's like 17 or 18 more days. Something. Okay. That's still pending. If everything sprinkles out.
It was nearly spot on the day of election, almost. But I think now he's made a few changes. It might get extended out.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to stack up my ETH before. I don't want to. Like for me, like this could be a little alpha for you guys. If you are going to participate in that, you need Ethereum, right? Like that's what that feeds the system. Like if you wait till after the election to go buy your, I don't know, man. That could be buying a lot higher price. You don't know, right? Depending if we get some good news or not, which I think we will. I'm positive about it. I think we are going to see good news, and I think November 5th will be moon time for all of crypto, and all you need is BTC to go, and that means Pulsechain's going, guys. So yeah.
But if you look at it as a general investor or like an enthusiast or interested person in investments and crypto, you know that ETH was like what, $80, $100, and now it's $2,000. And you only get one of that. Is it something that you really want to participate in, and like?
Well, you would if you're going to use it for something else that it's leverage on that that Ethereum, right? Like, so I'm not trying to like grow my wealth in the ETH token, right? Because I might get a 5x, which is good. Maybe a lot, maybe less. Maybe
Even that, but yeah.
But maybe I get I don't know, 15, 20, 30x over an alti on my ETH. So I don't know, right? Like even in stupid Titan X, I made money, man. I made money. I made more on that than I would have made just holding ETH for sure. That's for sure. Oh my God, bro. You're doxing yourself. You're doxing yourself and you're doxing. You're on the beat.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get it to work with the video because I couldn't get the audio going, but yeah.
Well, you can hear you.
Oh, we can see you, bro.
Off the
How
air.
far from where you are, Corey? I'm just down the road.
Yeah, it's literally 5 minutes from my house. So yeah, man, finish showing the Twitter space tonight.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a bunch of teams on there. The Tetra team, Stu, the founder, True2X, which is kind of a spin-off. I think they're kind of associated with Tetra in a way. We're gonna have IMPLS Finance, which we were talking about. Two Fox Fast Sale Duo is gonna be co-hosting. We're gonna have the Pulse Bitcoin group, Fast Sammy. We just launched the dual mining for Pulse Bitcoin and Pulse Litecoin together with ASIC. Announced that a little bit. And 9inch. Money Gang's going to be on there talking about 9inch and CoinQuest and all these hidden gems on Pulse streams.
Yeah.
That's great.
Sorry, DeFi Nation. Is your thing is DeFi-Nation.io? Is that your Twitter thingy or?
Yeah, I think it's like X DeFi Nation X, like is the URL or whatever. But I'm not on Twitter a lot. I just kind of go on here and there and make a post once in a while. So yeah, I like the spaces though.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying. So how can we get into this space? Who we need to follow, or how gonna get notification?
Yeah, you can go on Fast Sammy's page. He's gonna be the one opening up the stream.
Who? Sorry, what's his name?
Fat Sammy. He's yeah, I'll post a link too. I'm gonna be sending it out in like all the Telegram groups, like the 9inch group, Coin Hub, Camel, all these Telegram
it's
groups.
Just a mastermind, Norbert.
Oh, great. Yeah, if it's in Mastermind, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and Frank's Mastermind, I'll put it in there if you're in there too. Yeah, and I'll probably post it too. But
Cheers, bro.
yeah, I mean, we'll probably run a few hours. We want to give everybody time to speak and go through their protocols, and then have like Q&A and everything for everybody. And anybody else that wants to like come up as a speaker, if they have a project they want to talk about, we can do that too. So.
Can I talk about my I Speak Crypto t-shirts that's coming out in Richard Hart ecosystem colors?
Is it
Amazon? But you can only see it here. So yeah.
I'll be a buyer, man. I'm a buyer.
I've got to load it up into Amazon. So it'll be out as soon as I can get it loaded up. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just kind of joking around, but like.
You're good, bro. You're good, man. And Money Gang, any new alpha you're gonna be dropping on the Twitter space tonight? Anything new coming on the horizon for 9inch that we could probably steal out of you today before we hop on there tonight?
We're gonna drop the new B3 upgrades probably next week. Yeah, we've been quiet. I mean, obviously we did the airdrop with the Pokédex stuff. I was not involved with it whatsoever. Guys got up to $1,500 approximately in airdrops. So that was something to do with this Pokemon stuff. I don't know. They could have just got some free money again. And then is there anything brand new? Nah, to be honest. I know that Hexy's going to the fight in Dubai in December with BitBoy, but we've been pretty quiet the last few weeks. Just kind of taking over. Yeah, BitBoy's fighting Ansem in Dubai.
Oh, for the fight. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so. I mean, I keep trying to tell him like he needs to start a fight with someone at the promotion, and then that'd be really good. Like just to get his profile up and get into some sort of big. If we can get one of our guys to get into some sort of fight with a Solana guy, and then boom,
that would be great, and especially if he kicked his ass.
Yeah, that'd be great. So yeah, I would highly recommend him to do that. but there's nothing that I can think of right now that's we had a couple ideas in the background, but then I think we've kind of pulled one of the ideas and thought, we're going to put that on the back burner just for now.
Cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, front end updates, and we got CoinQuest ticking along. People are making making rewards from that. They're getting paid out for just participating. I saw a couple of guys trying to FUD it in the chat. It was the same guy basically who decided to dox Hexy's son in a coin, and then we found. It took me like 10 minutes to find all his wallets because he's a bit of a. Yeah, he's not a nice guy on chain. So yeah, apart from that, I don't know. Nothing exciting.
Oh, cool.
You guys are going to be dropping the voting, right? The DAO to be able to vote proposals with 9inch.
Yes. Yeah. So a lot of people are asking about new farms and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to allow the community kind of to decide that based on their.
Oh, good.
So Corey and I want to see a INC PLSX farm because we got good in there on another protocol. We would move it over if you guys launch one of those.
It's a DAO, so yeah, you guys can propose it and vote on it.
Ben can. He's got enough 9-inch coins. I don't have a lot of 9-inch coins.
Yep.
I have a lot of BBC coins. Well, not a lot, but it's my second biggest meme coin position in my portfolio. I'm happy about it. That's because he had to convince me to buy it.
I started trying like a year ago to convince you, and it was like at its like bottom, and then it was just would stay down there for a long time, and finally had some pumps.
Yeah. Okay. This is free alpha, right? Like when we're not really talking about it, when we've been quite quiet, there's a bit of a drop off now, right? So moving down to about 7 cents. So as people start to accumulate, when me and Hexy are a bit quiet. Yeah, it literally is. You're just following who's behind it and the influencers and how often they're talking about it, and then we'll go on these bursts because, as you know, Corey, it's like it is burnout time. You go on this run, and then I think there's a bit of a drop off where you kind of burn out a little bit, and then you go again.
Yeah. They go in cycles. Yeah,
I think your adrenals.
Mate,
I think BBC is like the biggest sleeper on Pulse Chain because it literally is the pancake swap of. Pulse Chain. I mean, the whole DEX is, but then that token alone, you have so much utility with it. So if you're like bullish on INC, you have to be like turbo bullish on BBC. I think they're kind of like leverage plays on each other.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of guys actually from BNB that actually came across and started like degenerating because of.
Oh, good.
We pitched it like that.
That's what. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Opportunity.
So keep pitching it like
I've
that.
Been farming it for like a year, so.
Banging, you're doing all right then. If you've been farming Ink and BBC, I love those two tokens. They're like
those are the tokens to be holding. I agree.
I farmed my BBC whale position like earlier in the year, and I've just been like stacking it into the farms, like pairing it in the Bro farm and the all these like high APRs. Like they're so good, like the rates, and then when BBC goes up, you're gonna see those APRs even like double, triple pretty quickly. So
that's right. And it can move quick. It doesn't take too much. I've seen, you saw that kind of 20, I think it was 24x or something like that. That was in April to May. So, if the system pumps up, it is leverage play and it can move very, very quickly and still got that buy and burn kicking in. You can do more with it. But again, me and Hexy argue on this, but I love both BBC and Ink. He's like more BBC. I'm like, yeah, I like both. I think they're fundamentally the same. Just that there's more you can use it with when it comes to BBC.
And that's a great farm too. The two paired together. I mean, I think they're going to kind of run similarly. And I think BBC at one point was maybe like 5% of the Ink price. I think when the Ink was like, when Ink was like $5, I think BBC was up to like 50 cents, or maybe it was a 10x lower. So I mean, people are quoting like BBC or Ink getting to like $1,000 or $500. I mean, that might give us $50, $100.
Please.
If they stay in that ratio,
So, well, what do we get up to? Like 10 on launch, I think it was, or something like that.
22.
Oh,
Yeah.
22, excuse me. Yeah,
and I got absolutely wrecked when 9inch. I got in like maybe a few days after it launched, and I took some SAC funds that I moved it over to get in the farms, and then it just tanked like for like a few weeks. but I didn't like capitulate. I just kept farming, and then eventually it turned, around really well. So, and the team has just
Likely
been
the
building.
referral bonuses, probably.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't sacrifice, but I just discovered it kind of like after you guys launched. And, yeah.
What I like is the arc is changing, or I think the narrative of it has changed, right? Like, so kind of obviously everyone kind of hated it at the beginning, a few technical issues with the front end, nothing with the code. It was just the front end.
DDC attack or whatever it was on the website.
Yeah. And then obviously like there was a lot of stuff going on. People were like, oh my gosh, Hexy's just a drunken bastard, and to a degree he is, but he's a lot more intelligent than he cottons on. He just he does play himself dumb quite a bit on stream and stuff. But then we just kept going, and I got on the team, and the combination of just trying to make something out of nothing and just get it going and start to change the narrative. Like with every single person's protocol, every single person's ticker, it's really about controlling the narrative, about what you have to control the narrative. I'm seeing this as well in other tokens. I'm not going to mention them, 100%. But the narrative has been taken over by people who are fudding it, and they're just accepting it. It's like you're not fighting against that narrative with a counter narrative. So you have to control your narratives, I think.
Oh my God, that is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you can't really, just because you don't like the person that's involved, you can't just FUD the protocol. Like look at 9inch, the DEX. Just as if you didn't know who was behind it, just look at the DEX. It's already so much more built up than PulseX. It had limit orders like day one. It's got the single side staking. It's got the coin pools with the Pancake Swap. It's got the DCA tool, which is really cool. Yeah, it's like the guys like your mates K9 Kino. They built so much and they keep building. So if you're bullish on PulseX, you should be bullish on 9inch. If you're bullish on INC, you should be bullish on BBC.
You guys want to see the new version? Let me get the link because we're just in end testing here, but I can put it privately and you guys can play around on it if you want. Just check it out. I'll put it in a private chat real quick.
I wouldn't mind seeing what that looks like.
Yeah, check it out. Let me know.
Okay. Yeah, and I heard.
Sorry, Kino. Sorry, I'm giving it all away. Sorry.
I wanted it before tonight, man. I want the.
There you go. There it is in the preview. He wants testing anyway, so why not? We can do it on stream.
Yeah, I heard one of you guys mentioned like the claim all for the farms would be really cool. Like I think that's how 2Fucks is. You can claim from all the pools all at once. You see a balance of what's like built up, so that would be really cool to see. And
yeah, I'll tell you what he said because I put it in the chat a little bit earlier. Yeah, Frankie's saying coming. Gotcha. Yeah, it says it's on its way. So yeah,
that's awesome. There you go, Norbert.
A couple of devs already said it.
Nice one, thank you.
We'll get it. I mean, that's the thing. We just want, as soon as someone says, "Oh, we want this," we'll try and implement it straight away. They love having feedback.
Yeah, that's a good business. That's what that is. That's good business. So cool, guys. I gotta wind it down. I do have lunch I gotta go eat, and I got another meeting after this. Guys, come to the Twitter space tonight at 5 p.m. EST. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a bunch of protocols and projects on there, plus some influencers. Sure, there'll be some shilling going around, and who knows, maybe some referral links, and then we can get some fun and hate, and that would be a lot of fun too. alltriches.com. But yeah, guys, I appreciate everyone showing up here. Money Gang, you can go ahead and show whatever you want, man. Whether it's 9inch.
I did have one question actually for you. Before we go, when's Seven's little project coming out?
Yeah, I don't know when it's coming out. I'm in it, man. I'm all about it. I mean, the guy's got a freaking massive community, massive following. I mean, he's beating the drum, the good word. I mean, I like the guy. I know he's controversial, but like I love the guy. And I don't know, man. I think
so he's not giving like a release date or something like that, no?
I don't know the release date. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Right. So yeah. But I'm in it, man. I'll tell you. I'm playing around.
Was there a sacrifice then?
It's going on right now, Frank.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've watched him off and on. It's I haven't watched him lately, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long he's holding it open for, or what that looks like, but I like the narrative behind it, and like I said, he's got a massive. He's not going to be like fucking rug pulling or something like that. Like he's here. I mean, and the influencer coins do good, man. I mean, look at Axis, look at freaking Solid X did really well, even though I don't know if I call that an influencer coin. It kind of is, because it's like a lot of influencers are involved in it, right? It's
Solid X is an influencer.
Yeah, I guess it is. So, I mean, that's my biggest meme coin.
Actually, Solid X, if you think about it, is a real world asset coin, because it's all based on gambling and somebody that knows how to make money in gambling. So yeah. I think that is a nice cross, a nice like a weaving together of two assets.
Yeah, he saw the Sommy video. Yeah. Yeah, he's I had a good conversation with him about it. It was like he has his perspective, but we'll see. The game's coming out soon. That's what he was saying. So all right. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, in terms of you can find me on Twitter, MoneyGang Crypto. You find me on YouTube, MoneyGang Crypto. That's all.
Cool
from me.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to be signing off, guys. Go touch some grass this weekend. Have some fun. Don't be watching the charts. We got a lot of time still to November 5th. At least 11 days, I think, is what we have left. And who knows? We'll see what happens then. I think we'll be just fine either way. But obviously, I would like to go one way over the other. And guys, remember, man, if you want to 10x your portfolio, the bear, just freaking 10x the value you bring in life. And then you can 10x your portfolio and then 10x your life in the fucking bull, man. So, guys, on that note, we're going to peace out. I'll see you guys Monday.
Peace out, guys. See you.
All the best.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Thank you.